Hello, my name is James Book. Join me today as we travel back in time to Soviet-occupied East Germany. East Germany. At the end of World War II, East Germany was divided into 4 partitions. The piece given to the Soviets became East Germany, and after the formation of the German Federal Republic from West Germany, East Germany became the Soviet-controlled German Democratic Republic, or the GDR. The Soviet forces legalized 4 parties. 2 of the parties held no power, but the other 2, the Communist Party of Germany and the Social Democratic Party of Germany, held most of the power. In 1946, these 2 parties united to create a more powerful united force, the Socialist Unity Party of Germany, the SED. Because of the power of the SED, the USSR was able to maintain control over East Germany as part of the Eastern Bloc. The SED controlled everything: the Federation of Free German Trade Unions, Free German Youth, Women's Democratic League of Germany, and many other organizations. But things weren't always as happy as they looked. People were sad that they were secluded from the rest of Germany, and they were sad that they were a part of a communist state. People rioted over everything. People rioted over Stalin. People rioted over the beginning of the reign of Khrushchev. People rioted over oppression. They tried running away to West Germany because, as always, the grass seemed greener on the other side. But Khrushchev refused to let this happen. He encouraged Albrecht to build the Berlin Wall in 1961 to prevent East Germans from escaping. The building of the Berlin Wall was seen as a failure by some, because it amounted to the Soviets admitting to the fact that they required force to maintain order, but it managed to stabilize the population of East Germany. After this was done, rules became more lax for the East Germany, and the SED was allowed more freedom from the USSR. East Germans took up a policy of Ostpolitik. Ostpolitik was a foreign policy outlook between the 2 Germanys, where both started to look for means to negotiate the normalization of relations between the 2, improve them from what they were at the time, completely cut off. Treaties such as the Berlin Agreement and the Basic Treaty were signed to help the normalization of relations. Of course, this is only the East German push of Ostpolitik, because West Germany acted on its own in some respects and negotiated with the USSR with the goals of normalizing relations between East and West Germany. But I won't get into that.
Under Walter Ulbricht, East Germany sided heavily with the Communist bloc. East Germany had proven its allegiance to communism by becoming a member of the Warsaw Pact and an ally to the USSR. They also took to heart the Brezhnev Doctrine that stated that any democratic reform movements within the Communist bloc gave ample reason for a military assault from the other members of the Warsaw Pact. In order to ensure that nothing corrupted East Germany from the western side, Albrecht made sure that all trade was cut off between the 2 Germanys, including trade from West Germany and West Berlin. Communism ran deep within Albrecht's veins, and he made sure that foreign policy would heavily favor fellow communists and deter everyone else. However, massive changes occurred after Albrecht's reign came to an end in 1971, when the Soviet authorities forced Albrecht to step down. Instead, a man named Erich Honecker took control of East Germany and started a foreign political outlook called Ostpolitik. This was where the 2 Germanys attempted to set aside their differences and normalize their relations. Major successes of this policy were demonstrated by the signing of the Berlin Agreement and the Basic Treaty, which helped establish trade between the 2 Germanys and reignited hopes of reunification.
Despite the circumstances at hand, the people of East Germany never stopped fighting. Stalin's death in 1953 disrupted the balance in the government, and the resulting instability caused many riots not only in East Germany, but in surrounding nations as well. The lack of governmental control only made the containment of chaos a harder task for the Soviet forces. The larger number of riots and revolts emerged almost solely on the base of socialism and lasted until the 1980s. In fact, the large amount of dissent threatened Soviet interests in East Germany at many times. In 1946, these 2 parties united to create a more powerful united Germany. But I won't get into that.